What's up? So, just some late night thoughts. Like, it hit me when I was cleaning my room that, you know, how and why do I clean my room? Is it because it's disgusting, or is it because I just want to clean? Is it for my own sake, or is it for my parents' sake if they come in, right? And and I realized a really good way to make sure I clean my room, and it is imagine every day that the girl you like or the boy you like is going to come over for tea or just hang out, right? What would you like your room to look like? You know, when you think about any day, anytime, the girl you like might come to your house or your room. Do you want to look like shit or do you want to look clean? Like, you don't want a girl to come to your place and open the door and say like, holy shit. No, 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 no. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here. No more, right? So it really comes down to like easy way to do it. But I think the first step is realizing that perhaps it is important to clean your room. Why? Because it ties into the mental. Like I've been to a lot of people's homes and places, and the tidiness of their house or their room reflects so much on where they are mentally as a person. I've been to some really poor people, always messy, like almost no exception. And when it got to people who were doing well in school or rich people, almost always clean. And so I think it's also how you feel. Like if you're not feeling well, if you're depressed, most often your room is going to look like shit. But if you're feeling well, like you'll probably have a clean up room. And so I think the first step is to realize that hey, I probably should clean my room, right? And the second staircase is to think about how do I do it? How do I make sure I do it? And that is the method I was talking about. So to think that any second, Barack Obama or whatever famous person or the girl you like or the boy you like, I could come walk into your room. And that is the second step. And the third step is to internally, for yourself, perhaps for your well-being, uh, and realizing that it's best for your mentality and your living experience that you do it automatically, which is perhaps the ultimate step. And then of course if you get enough money you can just hire somebody to do it. And when it comes to work, I think it's the same. How should you be working? Should you be working a little bit, then listening to some music, browsing Facebook, Instagram, WeChat, yada yada, whatever? Probably not, right? And something my mentors taught me is that you should be working every second as if your boss is standing behind you, watching everything you do. Makes sense, right? And I don't think that is the final step, because you're doing it for someone else still. But it could be very useful for you just to get things done. And I think the first step is just start, right? And after starting, it's probably perhaps getting a job, or maybe have a job, or doing your own thing, uh, and getting there, starting, right? And then, second of all, it's to think like, oh, how should I work? My boss is standing behind me and watching everything I do, all the time. And but you're still doing it for someone else. So the final step level, I say, is for yourself. Like you're not doing it because he's watching you, or she's watching your boss. It's because you're your own boss. Like what you're doing is for yourself. Like it's for you. It's you're your own boss. Even if you work for someone else, what you're doing is for yourself. And so that comes into goals, and you're working because of a dream you have. You want this house, or you want this car, you want this much money, or you want this much freedom. That you work hard. and not because someone's standing behind you. But I do believe that if you do have the mentality that you should be working every second as if your boss is standing behind you and watching every move you do, you'll get things done faster, like just better. And I think it applies to uh, studying as well, like just the mentality of doing, like, yeah, your teacher standing behind you and watching you study, like you would probably focus a lot better. Like your dad's with a whip behind you watching you study, probably wouldn't browse Facebook, right? Probably couldn't go YouTube when you're studying. And so it really comes down to steps, like starting, getting a good reason to do, and then finally doing it for your own sake, like having a purpose behind it, like a reason behind it. Yeah, that's my late night rant. Just came to my mind and yeah, got me. Glad I recorded it. Yeah, have a good day.